For physical attendees, yes, just have a seat. For physical attendees, please speak using this microphone to allow the audibility of online audience. And for online audience, please only unmute while you are speaking. And kindly switch on video at all times to show support to the speakers. Group photo will be taken separately for online and physical audience during break time. And with that, I would like to pass the stage to Mrs. Presiding Officer to present the opening speech. The stage is yours.
You want a slide?
Yes.
One minute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, am I audible? Yes. For online participants, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to University Malaya Toastmaster Club 354 meeting. I'm the presiding officer for today. My name is Zhi Jun. I would like to introduce the theme for this meeting, Into the Terminator Era. And the word of the day is singularity. The singularity is a major theme in science fiction, which many movies and books exploring the idea of AI becoming more powerful than humans and threatening our very existence. Yeah, well, do you know what is this first? I should ask. Do someone don't know? Don't know.
What is that? I don't know. I never used before.
No. This is a flower.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because after the election.
This one, the flower.
Okay. This is our new AI app, the ChatGPT. So the usage of usually who of us use this before in the assignment? Me also. Yeah, me also. Even though my speech, I also use this ChatGPT. Starts from my second speech. Yeah, I also use this. Yeah, but next. And okay. Our special thanks to our external role players. Julia Taha, EH1 from Shalam Toastmaster Club as our counter. Srivinas, TTM, who is the immediate past district 102 director as speech evaluator. Suwan, PM5, who is the J4 area director as general evaluator. And last, Wai Jun from Tasi Toastmaster Club as table topic evaluator. So, since got some time, may I ask for Wai Jun to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. My name is Wai Jun. I'm from Tasi Toastmaster Club, which is also a student club, just like you guys. And
second runner-up.
Yeah. And this has been, thank you. This has been a very long time since I attended an online meeting. It's amazing to be able to attend this meeting with you guys.
Thank you, Wai Jun. And next, may I invite Suwan to introduce yourself? I think need. Hello, Suwan.
Hi everyone. My name is Suwan. from Elite Toastmaster Club. I'm currently the area director for J4, and I will be your general evaluator today. Nice to see you all.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for joining. Yeah.
I'd like to invite Srivinas. Hi, Srivinas. May you introduce yourself?
Sri is not here yet. So
Sri, okay. Is Julia here?
yeah, she is.
Yeah, hello, Julia.
Julia, your mic is not.
May I know what?
I think your mic is not working.
Thank you for tonight. Thank you for inviting me. This is my first time visiting your club. All the best.
Yeah. How you get fun from it? And with that, I shall pass the stage to our Toastmaster of the evening, Ming. So Ming, the stage is yours.
You don't have to hold the mic.
I don't have to, right?
I mean, you don't even use it. You can just
Oh. Am I audible at this? Am I audible? Are you guys
Yes.
able to, especially the online audiences? Great.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
Dear Toastmasters and guests, thank you so much for coming for this 354 meeting. My name is Ming. Ming, who is introduced by my friend here, Zhi Jun. So I hope you are being invigorated by her introduction. This was the first time being a presiding officer for this meeting. So let us give her a round of applause for being able to pull it off on the first try. Now, so let us go through some introduction, some routine, history. So everyone knows Toastmaster is founded by this handsome guy here, Dr. Ramses Medley. But I want to know, where did he get his doctorate from?
University Malaya.
Wow.
Harvard.
1924. UM already founded 1924.
Harvard.
Already,
Harvard. He got it from Harvard.
Huh? Yes?
He got it from Harvard.
Harvard. So what did he study? What?
Geology.
Toastmaster wasn't invented before. Doctorate in public speaking. Mass comm.
He studied theology.
Yeah, that's right. Ikhtifar. So that is a big quick background on his academic history. So he is founded Toastmaster and founded on October 22nd, 1924, which is between World War I and World War II. That's the only time I know 1924. Location-wise, he worked in YMCA in Santa Ana, California, USA, and he found out one thing. The young, YMCA, yes, yeah, exactly. But those days in 1924, YMCA to him was pretty sad. Okay, so sad, he found out the young people, the young men, the YM part, YMs, they couldn't speak well, they're very shy. So it made him feel very sad, which inspires him to found Toastmaster Club. The first Toastmaster Club actually started in YMCA, Santa Ana, California, USA. And why he has to do that? Like I said, he was being inspired to do so for the sake of those YMs around the area, the YMCA, young men. How to speak with confidence. I don't know, one of the motives is to court people. I don't know, maybe, I have no idea. Conduct meetings, which is quite important because conduct meetings is very practical skill in the corporate life. Plan various programs, which you may include right now in the sense of there is a youth leadership program. That is what some Toastmasters are doing right now. and work on communities. Okay, give back to the community and serve for the community. Next slide, please. Ming Kang. Next slide, please. Yeah. Now Ming Kang is being my disruptor. I love it. So speaking of achievements, he has served more than 282,000 members in 144 countries. Okay, which is quite a big number. Come and think about it. A lot of countries look, even you can see Brazil, Argentina, even China, India, and Australia, and Russia, Mother Russia, have Toastmaster clubs. That is how good Toastmaster can go. 500 countries, you're kidding me. Does it include Mars? Okay, time's up, Ming Kang, no political sentiments here. Calm down. And last, and help everyone to build up confidence and competence in communication, leadership, and event planning. Few months ago, Toastmasters even talk about how they shape up the leaders of the Caribbean country. So can you tell me what's the name of that Caribbean country? I think it's Bahamas. Yeah. So anyway, speaking of Bahamas, the Toastmasters convention, annual convention will be held in Bahamas. Yeah. If you have the money, there is lah.
Income sponsor.
Caribbean, very hard to fly there. You know, you can fly to US with one transit, but if you go to Caribbean, you might need 2 or 3 transit. You know, that is how bad.
But too bad that Ming Kang's journey to contest already ended.
Oh. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, our history. The center of that. So UN Toastmaster Club started from Chitra, the Center of International Training and Relations. So what does it do? It basically get students into the workforce. That is their main purpose. So one of them who started this as actually Professor Mahoraini was a chairperson of Chitra, and she started the ball rolling. She started the idea of having a Toastmaster Club at UM. So to get students speak. So the first club meeting was Big Valley Toastmasters and Mysore Toastmaster Club. They were our sponsor to conduct a demo meeting. So Mysore Club and Big Valley Toastmaster Club will always have a special place in our hearts, right? Yes. Okay, that's good. Okay, I got it. Okay, and we were founded. The first UNTMC meeting is in 2007, and it was officially registered on 18th of April 2007. Speaking of which, next month we're going to have anniversary. Ooh, we're going to be, oh yes, 16 years old soon. Yes, that's brilliant. Next, 16 years old is quite good number to start. So the flow is quite simple, like any Toastmasters meeting. We all start with some paper topic session, which were hosted by Jefri. So everyone, members and guests, are highly encouraged to participate, to present impromptu speeches. So Jefri will prepare very interesting topics. I have no idea. As for prepared speech, members prepare speeches with specific objectives. So as you can see right now, we're going to have 3 speakers: Nicholas, Zhi Jun, and our president, Ming. After this, we will have an evaluation session, including table topics evaluation and project speeches evaluation session. So everything is all in one package. And that is our meeting in summary. Okay, next. So as for role players, so let us start by introducing, I'd like to introduce Kenneth, Effective Coaching Level 2, to introduce his role as grammarian. Kenneth, the floor is yours.
Oh, no need to hold. Okay, hello everyone. As the word saying grammarian, hence I'm the one who will keep track of your grammar usage. For example, your morphology, your syntax, your usage, your sentence usages, and even the usage frequency of the words of the day, which is singularity. So what does mean by singularity? It is actually a noun. The formal meaning given by Microsoft Bing Dictionary is a hypothetical moment in time when artificial intelligence and other technologies have become so advanced that humanity undergoes a dramatic and irreversible change. I know it is long and windy, right? Because dictionary is very old, okay? So the meaning is basically, it is a change, a dramatic change brought by AI, which potentially will replace humans. That's all. So for example sentences, the first sentence is suggested by Microsoft Bing Dictionary, which is, some experts believe that the singularity could occur within the next few decades, while others believe it may be further in the future. The next sentence is suggested by ChatGPT, of course. Singularity is rated, right? So we need to bring our old friend. The singularity has been the subject of much debate and speculation among scientists and futurists, with some expressing concern about the potential risk of super intelligent AI. So that's all for me. Don't ever use ChatGPT later in the speech. Yeah, okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kenneth, for introducing the word of the day and introducing his role as a grammarian. Man, he's a bloody good English teacher, isn't he? Yeah, morphology, syntax. I'm no linguist, but that is what linguists like to talk every day. So speaking of singularity, I encourage everyone here to use this word of the day, singularity. Yes, I know physicists, Ming physicists, I think can use it on black hole. Maybe, maybe it might work, right, Kenneth? It might work, right? Black hole singularity.
I paid
Okay, Ming used bright, so I think she'll be fine. The next technical role player will be Julia, engaging human level 1. Julia as our R counter. Julia, the stage is yours to introduce the role.
So if you tabulate and highlight a speaker's speech crutches such as duplicated or too often spoken words, example, the, you know, you see, okay, lah, each, that do not have any meaning in the speech. It is imperative that the counter be attentive throughout the meeting. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Julia, for introducing her role as the R counter. So be mindful not to use as many speech clutches in our speech as much as possible. Yes. Now, I'd like to introduce a third technical role player, Koon, who is being our first time timer for this meeting. Koon, the floor is yours.
Okay, hi everyone. Today I will be the timer of the day. Time for the table topic speakers, the formal speech speakers, and the evaluators. I use this green, yellow, and the red papers to alert the speakers the time remaining. For the online speakers, I use the green, yellow, and red light for the alert. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Koon, for Toastmaster Koon for introducing his role as a timer. So he will make sure our meeting will start and end on time. Lastly, we'd like to introduce the one who will be overseeing this whole meeting and giving us fruitful feedback towards the end of the meeting. Suwan, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Today, my name is Suwan from ED Toastmaster Club. I'll be your general evaluator of the day. What do I do? Basically, I have 3 tasks. The first is to facilitate through the whole evaluation sessions later on. And my second role was to give my overall report at the end of the meeting. And my third role will be giving an evaluation. In fact, I have evaluated each and every one of you since the start of the meeting. Don't worry. Singularity might not be happen very soon because ChatGPT will not replace my role. With that, back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Suwan. I forgot to mention his level, which is presentation mastery level 5. Sorry about that, Suwan, first and foremost. Now, I'd like to go on to the next session, which is the table topic session. Yes. So without further ado, let us welcome Jefri, our table topics master, to initiate the table topic session. So, Jefri, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ming, for the lovely introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Once again, my name is Muhammad Jefri, and I'm the host for the table topic session. Table topics is a Toastmaster singularity, which makes it stand out from other clubs. It is a session whereby each speaker will have 1 to 2 minutes to give an impromptu speech. After volunteering yourself, you will receive a topic from me. You'll be given time to think, and the timer starts when you utter the first word. So for the benefit of the online audience, can I have the timer to raise his hand? All right, thank you. So for the first minute, the timer will show green light. Koon, can you show the green light? And at 1.5 minutes, the timer will show yellow light. Thank you. And at the second minute, the timer will show red light. And the speaker will have 30 seconds to wrap up the speech. And without further ado, I would like to invite the first speaker from the physical audience, Toastmaster Nicholas. Toastmaster Nicholas, would you like to attempt this impromptu speech?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Awesome. Everyone, let's welcome Toastmaster Nicholas presenting Stacy. Stacy, Nicholas, all the best.
Huh?
Your stage title is Stacy.
Stacy, S-T-A-C-Y.
Oh, T-H-C. Stacy.
Desi.
Oh, Desi.
Drink.
Okay, Desi. Okay. Okay. Am I audible to the online audience?
Yes.
Okay. Because very long. Okay. So it was a workshop organized by Cable and UN Toastmaster Club, and it was going on very, very well. Suddenly, Kang, the president, called me and asked, "Can you please test out the hot water, whether is it tasting weird or not?" So what I did was I misinterpreted his message. I poured the Tessie instead into a cup. I poured into the whole container, and then after that, Zhi Jun and Jane realized what I've just done, and then we were panicking. Then Joshua came over and drank the coffee, and I asked him how does it taste. He said the water is a hot water with a hint of Tessie. So we were panicking until like in the end we decided to throw away the water, the hot water, and we go back to the KK12 hostel to get new fresh hot water, and we came back 30 minutes later. And that was the story of Tessie and the hot water. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nicholas, for sharing us the very funny story. Moving on to the next speaker from the online audience, I would like to invite Lo Xueqi. Am I pronouncing it right? Lo Xueqi or Lo Shuqi?
Yeah, You can just call me Suki.
Oh, Suki. All right. Suki, would you like to attempt the impromptu speech?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Suchi presenting best sci-fi movie of all time. Best sci-fi movie of all time, Suki, the stage is yours.
Backside, what? Backside?
Best sci-fi movie, science fiction movie of all time.
The backside of the science fiction movie, is it?
The best movie you have watched. The science
The
fiction.
best. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I heard the
Okay, it's
backside. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Okay. The best science fiction movie that I have watched. Okay. To be honest, I don't quite watch a lot of science fiction movies, but I can think of one is about okay, let me think science fiction movie. Yeah, okay, I remember what. Okay, it's about an astronaut, but I forgot. I already forgot the name of the topic, the movie's name, but it's about an astronaut. He has a daughter, and he travels to a space, and he dropped into a black hole, and he travels through a long time. And when he came back to the earth, and his daughter has grown into an adult, but he is still at the age when he went to the space. So I am not sure about what is the movie name about. Maybe Ming Kang's know. Yeah. So this is the science fiction movie I had ever watched, and I think this is the first science fiction movie I've watched. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you. No, not really lah. No, not physics student much watch lah. I'm not very how to say so science, so physics as Ming Kang. So I'm more towards doing materials. Yeah, so that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Suki, for being the brave soul to volunteer. For the third speaker, shall we have a member of the physical audience to volunteer him or herself?
The countdown. Okay. So, hello, am I audible? Hi, Jefri.
Hi. Your name? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm Terry. So, Tom plus Jerry, Terry.
I like your name. All right, Terry. My topic for you is, what is your vision for Malaysia in 2060? What is your vision for Malaysia in 2060, Terry?
Okay. So, I may start now, right? Yes. Okay, so Malaysia in 2016, as we all now know today, Malaysia is a shit country, okay? Other than good food and, okay. So we all understand that living in Malaysia, there's a lot of differences and also a lot of cons. But at the same time, speaking about AI taking the lead in the world, one day we are going to reach this singularity of where, in a point where AI able to outsmart us human. But the idea of today is, do AI really going to change humans' life, or is it going to live mutually with us human? So in the context of AI and in the context of Malaysia in 2060, I would believe it will actually enable us to wash our butt automatically every time after we shit, maybe. And also maybe we can actually go to anywhere without even getting off from our bed. So in that way, increases our productivity and efficiency. And speaking about AI changing our lives, I would believe most of the job today or in the near future would be controlled by AI, and human can always be the masters of the AI, where they do the job and human enjoy the life. So in my eyes, I believe AI leading this true singularity in the near future of Malaysia, we can see progressive and astonishing impacts towards the human lives. So in my own eye, I always believe, speaking of the singularity and also the vision of the human in Malaysia or even the whole nation, it is going to be one of the best transitions of us anak Malaysia forever. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Terry. Terry, the next PM for Malaysia. All right, we have a volunteer from the online audience, Toastmaster Joshua. Okay. Okay, Toastmaster Joshua, my topic for you is, if Terminator happened in real life, what will you do? If Terminator happened in real life, what will you do? Toastmaster Joshua, the stage is yours.
If Terminator happened in real life, I think most of us will be dead. But for me, if Terminator happened, the first thing I would do is I will quickly run to the army base camp and sign up myself as an army so that I may be able to use a machine gun. Now imagine yourself fighting with the robots. This is a once in a lifetime chance to happen. You get to die in the battlefield to save your country by using machine guns, protecting. How proud it is, you know, to use a machine gun to fight machines. You're not only fighting for your own country, you're also fighting for humanity. So in my opinion, I would sign up in the army because at the same time, I get to train muscles, which right now I'm kind of skinny actually. I really need the muscles. Secondly, I get to save humanity, which I feel proud or at least when I go to heaven, I can tell God, I save humanity. Perhaps I can enter heaven. Maybe that will count as a good deed done. Thirdly is that when we get to fight with the robots, perhaps humanity may be able to understand that their own creation sometimes can also outsmart them. So in overall, that is what I think that I would do to serve as the army and fight with the Terminators. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joshua. You gave us all some guidance on what to do in the future should AI take over and the Terminator franchise actually happens. So that's the end of the table topic session because we don't have much time. And I would like to have a voting session for the table topic session.
One second.
Okay.
sli.do/UNDMC. Right. You get a lunch. Yes. That's why SLI.do/UNDMC.
Hey, I can see the results there. I can see the results already there.
Don't look figure 6 and 5. Maybe can see the results.
Can see the results.
Two master is vanity. So who is winning?
Who is winning? I don't know.
No.
There's a tie. There's a tie. There's a tie. Got tie one. Got tie. Still got tie. We need a tiebreaker judge.
Okay, you press this. Wait, BM finish or can? I haven't voted yet.
Gerakan won.
Okay, done.
So what again? No. Let's wait for the Zoom master. Is it over?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, proceed.
Break time. Break time announcement.
Okay, and that marks the end of the table topic session. We shall have a break and photo session, I suppose.
All right, for Zoom, let's have a photo session first. All right. Everyone, please switch on your camera. Okay. We're gonna have a photo in 3, 2, 1. Right, hold your smile. Okay, we're gonna have a second pitch in 3, 2, 1. All right, thanks. We're gonna have a physical photo session, so please come forward. Yeah, you are the. All right, nice to meet you. Okay, so please come forward. Let's have a photo session.
Slides out. I'm editing the slide.
Okay, I have.
Oi.
Too bad. You hold this one because you are tall. Okay. You don't want to be. All right, thanks.
Kang stand in the middle. See the band.
Okay. Come. You're so tall. You have to be at the back. All right, closer, please. Okay, on your count.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Right, one more.
Can become new cowboy.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thanks.
I shall call the meeting back to order. Passing back to you, Toastmaster of the evening, Ming.
Thank you for coming back. I hope you guys are having a very refreshing break. Been to toilet or whatever, drink some water. I have eaten meal, whichever. Yeah, and some good old 5 minutes. So now we are at the. Welcome to the project speeches section, where we're going to hear our speakers, Nicholas, Zhi Jun, and Ming to make their project speeches, which is part of the Toastmasters education program. The next slide, please. So what is a pathway education programs? There are 11 paths with 5 core competencies, and they are public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership, management, and lastly, which uniform across all the pathways, confidence. That is what Toastmaster is espoused to do to us members, which is in making us confident in speaking to everyone here. So if you have any questions regarding pathways and anything, feel free to ask me. That's my job. Next slide, please. So now we're going to talk about Nicholas. Our first speaker will be Nicholas. He will be doing level 1, introduction to vocal variety and body language. Before calling him up, we like to call upon his evaluator, who is his evaluator, Ikhtifar, to read out his purpose statement.
Hi Nicholas, I hope you're doing good tonight. So the purpose of your project is to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. Good luck and all the best.
Thank you so much, Ikhtifar, for reading out the purpose statement of this project. So Nicholas, are you ready? Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide, please. Okay. So Nicholas, are you ready? Yes. Good. So Nicholas will be making a speech on creating zones of comfort and stretch. According to him, he says it's something to do with comfort zones. So I'm eager to find out. So Nicholas, creating zones of comfort and stretch. Creating zones of comfort and stretch. Nicholas, the floor is yours. Okay. Is my voice audible to the online audience?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, good morning, everyone. I feel so comfortable today. I wonder what I should do after I get out of bed. Should I continue with my normal routine or should I try out something new? Nah, I actually think I should just go back to sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, what I've just witnessed was the ordinary life of a University of Malaya student. Most of you probably can relate to that situation. If not, I congratulate you for not being a lazy bum like me. So, my name is Nicholas, and today my speech is creating zones of comfort and stretch. Honestly speaking, I am a person that rarely step out of my comfort zone as I create an endless cycle of doing ordinary mundane things over and over and over and over again for the past few weeks. Feeling nothing has changed and the no motivation or desire and hunger to improve myself. Just giving me an overall sense of no direction. Looks like I accidentally trapped myself in a place of no return. What should I do? I wonder. Actually, it wasn't always this way. It wasn't always this way as I don't usually just go back to my room after class, eat, sleep, and just chill. Last time, there would be a time where I actually challenged myself. I challenged myself by doing push-ups. You want to see how I do push-ups? Okay, they cannot see, but okay. Push-ups. Then I also do jumping jacks. I would challenge myself doing exercise. If you guys see it, if you guys cannot see it, it's fine. Just imagine it.
Repeat again.
Exercise is different, okay? People go down from the top, he go down from the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
So this is how I do my push-ups when I was challenging myself. Then in the end, I create a stretching zone for me. For me, I constantly stretch my own limits to see what's my potential and to be someone extraordinary when I was back in the time when I was challenging for myself. So, I'll continue on with a story from last week. Last week was the first time I actually went hiking at Bukit Gasing in 2023. It was a very good experience, I guess, but it also reminded me of something that I haven't done for a really long time that I enjoyed. It just goes to shows that I actually become lazy and then become too comfortable with my own self. Therefore, I feel like what I'm doing for the past few weeks is getting even more and worsen the day goes by. Another factor that motivated me to want to change myself because it's actually the workshop that was held last week. I can see a lot of people from a Toastmaster Club that went out of their way to promote going out of their comfort zone, such as our president, which he went to cafes to promote all of the workshops and actually did public speaking in front of people. Give him a round of applause. Then he did tell us that he was very, very scary at the start because he wasn't in his comfort zone. He was doing something in his stretch zone. Then after a few moments, like a few times, he actually got addicted to it. So it actually motivated me that he go beyond his limits and try out something new.
I feel like my potential is being wasted right now when I'm staying in my comfort zone. So I want to try out myself in my own stretch zone. When my potential is being wasted, I feel like it actually crushes my spirit. So it really does, and it crushes my soul. Therefore, I would want to challenge myself and create a stretch zone for myself to make sure I know my own potential and also to turn my fantasy into a reality. That's all for today. Thank you for listening to my speech. Thank you so much to Nicholas for talking about his life and his personal life and how he motivates himself in his daily life, although we can't see him doing his pumping. That is quite sad. So the next speaker, this doesn't count, come on. It's half, it's different. Yes. Now next speaker will be Zhi Jun, our presiding officer for today. She will be doing level 1 evaluation and feedback, second speech. In short, this is her last speech before she can complete presentation mastery level 1. So before I call upon Zhi Jun, I like Salah, her evaluator, to read out the project purpose of her speech. Salah, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ming. Thank you so much. The purpose of the speaker is this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. And secondly, the purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. So stage is yours, Mr. Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Salah, for reading out the purpose statement of the project. So, Zhi Jun, are you ready? Okay, not so, but yes, so let's take it as a yes then. Okay, so Zhi Jun is going to make a speech on the art of war application in daily life. The art of war application in daily life. Zhi Jun, the floor is yours.
First of all, I want to share my screen.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, let me talk first. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to introduce you the book. I think I already talked about it on the last meeting, but now I should talk again due to my project speech purpose. This book contains a detailed explanation of the military explanation and the analysis of the Chinese military from the weapons, environmental conditions, and strategy to rank and display. It was published in the 5th century before Christ, which is the late
excuse me.
and autumn period in ancient China.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, wait. However, this book is still famous now and still studied by the military thinkers, politicians, lawyers, and entrepreneurs. Yeah, do you believe that even entrepreneurs also study this book? So, what the book is? The Art of War. Yeah, it's written by a Chinese military general named Zhi Jun. Oh, okay. Although we are far away from the military era, this book is still famous. Yeah, can see? Can see first? Okay, this book is still famous until now because the principle of this book has been applied to the daily life, including politics, business, living, and even sports. Today, I would like to talk about the 3 principles I learned from this application of daily life. The lesson 1,
is choose your battle wisely. Sun Tzu emphasized that you must, Sun Tzu emphasized that a military team should not divert their force too thin, as they may lose their battles. As you see here, you think that I can break? No. No. Okay. Okay. Then is two. Yeah, I diversified mine. This is my pause. I diversified it. Can I break? No. This is too far. Okay, sorry. And last, I want to try it. If I can. Can I break? Why this panic? Okay. Okay, sorry, but I can. For those who want to try it, try this one. Try this one. Go on. Come on, you on. Yeah. Wait, I should control it. In real life, you also need to pick our battle wisely. Like for me, I used to born. I may be good in baking. I may good in Mandarin. I may good in mathematics also. But I cannot take all of them when I grow up, as I don't have the money and the energy to make them become more master. Hence, I have to choose one of the field, which is I choose mathematics, because I think that it's bring more advantage for me, as I think that the mathematics field exercise can let me earn more money in my future. Wow. So this is my level. Conversely, if you spread your skills too diversely, you won't be able to specialize in anything. Second, what we can learn more is it's a good timing, which is being able to recognize the right time to act and to take advantage for opportunities as they arise. Only with good timing, your plan is only as good as it is appropriate for the situation. In daily life, timing is also important. For example, for a stock, you need to know that when the stock, the point is high, you want to sell it so that you can earn more. And when it's low, you should buy the stock you want. That's one of the example. For growth, personal growth and development, recognizing when you are ready to take on a new challenge or pursue a new opportunity can help you make the most of your potential and achieve your goals. In summary, by recognizing the right timing, you can increase the chance of success and achieve your goals more essentially. Lastly, in order to be successful, you must know yourself, know your enemy. That's a saying. If you know your enemy and know yourself, you will not get lost in harder battles. If you know yourself but you don't know your enemy, you may win one and lose one. If you don't know either even yourself and your enemy, you may lose in harder battles. Have you tried that? Experienced that quarreling before with family, friends, or your partners? No, okay, no partner. Yeah, it also can be used in building relationship. By recognizing your own strengths and weakness and understanding the motivation and feelings of your families, friends, and your partners, you can communicate more effectively and build stronger, healthier relationships. Ladies and gentlemen, the art of war offers valuable insights for strategy, leadership, and human psychology, which brings valuable insights for our daily life. Hence, I will encourage you to read this book for your advantage. If you cannot find this book, because it's an old book, right, ancient book, right, very hard to find, never mind. I will introduce you to watch the documentary. You can find it from the BBC channel, from the YouTube. I'm sure that it will be an essential guide in your daily life. Thank you very much, and back to you, Toastmaster of Evening.
Thank you so much, Zhi Jun, about sharing her thoughts on her. It's okay. I think the slides could not. I think the slide is quite eager to hear Ming Kang's speech, right? Yes. Anyway, thank you so much, Toastmaster Zhi Jun, for completing her speech on and the way she introduced on her favorite book by Sun Tzu, which is The Art of War. It's quite interesting. So for those who are interested, especially those people who are keen on doing business or making strategic relationship, those people want to take SR, strategic relationship, Toastmaster has the path for you, if you know that. And of course, without further ado, I like to read out Ming Kang's level 4 managing a difficult audience. So before I call upon Ming Kang to make his speech, I like to call upon his evaluator, Srivinas. Yeah, Srinivas, right? Srinivas?
Yep.
Srinivas, are you here? Thank you so much. That's brilliant. So I'd like you to read out the project purpose of this project Ming Kang is pursuing on. Thank you.
The purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when he presents outside of the Toastmasters Club. Back to you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Srinivas. Now, I'd like to go on to the next slide, please. So, normally in a typical Toastmaster meeting, we will expect the audience, members, guests, or anyone in between, okay, to be respectful to the speakers and the role players involved throughout this meeting, okay? So by not interrupting nor making any funny disruptions throughout their speeches or their presentations or anything else. So we're being very respectful. However, this is a big however, we have a note of audience for audiences for us audience when listening to Ming Kang's level 4 managing a difficult audience speech. So as per project statement, as we need to simulate the real world situation where everyone is rowdy in a class like the lecture that nobody likes to listen, we just have to come in anyway. So for audience are welcome to make disruptions while the speaker is making his speech. Yes. So we are welcome to do so. And audience may disrupt the speaker by being a talker, interrupter, or just chit chat around your friends. Arguer, if you always disagree with him, you can argue with him. Silent type, or electronic device enthusiast, which is those people who look at his phone but not his face. That is very sad indeed. So, or simply people like me play Candy Crush with a loud. For example. So Ming Kang, are you ready?
I have to.
He has to. So means he is ready then. Okay. Ming Kang, next slide please. Your speech title is Behind the Scenes of a Teaching Workshop. Calm down please. No disruption right now. I have to formally introduce him. Behind the scenes of a pitching workshop, challenges and triumphs. Behind the scenes of pitching workshop, challenges and triumphs. Ming Kang, the stage is yours.
No. For this, I would like to ask if the online audience can see the screen.
Okay, you can see the screen. Where's your stats, Hey, Ming Kang, where's your stats?
I like your spirit of giving so long of applause. Thank you so much. But I only have a limited number of time, so please refrain from doing it. So I shall start my speech right now. Today I'm gonna talk about what happened.
Ming Kang, where's your stats? I need stats.
I'm gonna talk about what's happening behind the scene
for the workshop last Friday. Before this, let's be silent, keep quiet, and show our
Why
special
should I?
thanks.
Why should I be silent?
As we have learned, we appreciate by being polite.
Why eh? Where got
So
stats
let's show
one?
a
Got
special
stats leh?
thanks to some of the
I want to
people
see
that
stats
I
leh for being polite.
appreciate.
Where's the stats for being polite? I don't see any stats.
Polite is when you are not talking.
I want the numbers, the percentage. Where's the number?
The company by some effect. There are 5 people or 4 people and 1 team that I would like to appreciate.
Who's the team? Who is these people? I never see before. I never hear before. What's cable? What's cable?
I would like to request Zoom Master to mute Ikhtifar. Thank you so much. If any of the online participants interrupting me, you might be muted.
I don't know what's cable. Please tell me what's cable.
Overall, it's a small team, but we had great results.
Wow, so rude. These people all mute me.
That shows that we can do a lot than we can.
So rude. So much rude one. Finally the stats. I like.
To our best audience, Ikhtifar, here's the statistics I would like to show you as your per request. We have 50 registered, 39 attendees, so 80% of showing up. Good thing about this is we had follow-up message, which help a lot in making sure that they attend.
Korang kata ego tinggi, pandai bawa diri, korang boleh pergi.
Guys. Factual error 78%, not 80%.
Wow, incorrect stats. I want correct numbers there. What is this? Physicist, not correct number.
I'm hopeful that my Zoom Master will do a great job on doing what I want.
I want the correct number. Hey, don't mute me, I'm supposed to do my job.
All right. Again, this is a serious topic, right? I'm not kidding on this, and the reason I do this is you guys will learn a lot. Okay.
Don't
you
lie,
people,
I never see any numbers.
You people who are afraid of making great things and be the person who lead. After watching,
does it change the
after seeing this presentation, each and every one of you will be the leader tomorrow, including
Don't lie.
All you good, all you good. Huh?
Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie, don't lie.
May I know what's your name?
I'm
nobody. Okay, Kenneth. Anthony getting from Indonesia. You will be escorted from this room.
Why? You cannot like that one.
Because you're VIP, that's why. Special treatment.
Oh, special treatment.
Wow, this president misuse power. Escort.
Yourself.
Free myself.
Yep.
Here.
Wow, seriously, use misuse of power, man.
What I want you to see from this slide is we spent 200 ringgit, 100 on promotion, 100.
I thought Malaysia is a free country. How come you can mute people, man?
Since you like to talk so much, Ikhtifar, let me ask you, do you know how much we earn from this workshop?
How do I know? You're supposed to tell me why. Everything is secret you do.
You are almost correct. Our revenue is 135, which means we lost 65 ringgit.
Hey, how come can lose one? I thought we spent 200 ringgit.
So what's the problem? The problem is we spend a lot on promotion. But that's not a problem at all.
Which is the problem? You spend money or don't spend money? Which is the problem?
No, the problem is you. That's why you lost the money. Yes. The problem is when we plan for this workshop, we never expect to spend any cents on promotion.
Yeah,
So
how to do program like that?
How to spend on promotion? If you learn from your moral class or your religion class, you will know that when you're listening to others speaking, one good way is to stop making a disruption or eating. So I really hope that you guys will be paying attention to these important results. Thank you for the sound effect. It's really important.
Really? Don't lie lah.
First of all, we have 4 posts on Instagram and Facebook. And we have a WhatsApp and Telegram groups.
Yeah, what's WhatsApp one? Still use WhatsApp
Media, we promote to a news organization. We also promote in Siswa Milk. But we
What's the cost of promoting?
Then I started to do this. Okay. Told myself, I need to do public speech. It all comes from this friend that I met in library. I was giving the flyers to you. I was giving the flyers to you and all of you. Suddenly there was one guy who said this to me. Okay. This is what I've been told.
I thought you go and find girls one in library.
Because this is very important. Hey, if you want to promote the pitching workshop, you gotta be the role model in promoting.
Who's the person? Where's the citation?
You gotta show themselves that you
citation,
benefited
please.
from this workshop.
And demo.
Demo? I'm pitching right now. I'm pitching.
What? You are explaining us how to do.
So thanks to this
Yeah,
friend,
Master,
I
what is
started to
this?
take the
Meet
courage
me.
and speak in front of KK12, KK8, science fact, business fact. My class.
What is fact?
Fact means faculty.
Oh, I'm calling me.
Where's the science fact? Never see you also.
Right.
The grammar error fact should be faculty.
So this is what happened.
Yeah. How to
address your question. Thank you very much.
Project, man.
Thank you for the suggestions. And thank you for being so wise man. I'm sure all of you know the word FAC. Just
What is
that's
that?
very common in our language.
What is that?
No, it wasn't.
All right.
But the UK is called faculty, not faculty.
Oh, faculty.
Thank you so much. We are in Malaysia. And promotion. What you will see here is
Member, who's the
graph
guest?
showing-
How to define guest? How to define member?
Showing the 10 days we promote.
Yeah, Zoom Master, very bad. I need to do my job.
Thank you so much, my Zoom Master. I will treat you well. And also number of
That is it. Got Burberry, is it?
Okay.
I treat you movie ticket. Zoom Master, I treat you movie ticket.
I would like to request Zoom Master
Screen X.
to press the security button. Not to call security, of course, but to stop checking the unmute themselves and mute our speaker.
Hey, cannot lah.
And you can start muting our fellow audience already. Thank you so much. I hope you understand that this is a very serious talk, and please don't make noise. Okay, let me continue. What you will see here is the red color. It's a number of guests who sign up. Wow. How about the blue color number?
Blue,
Blue color. What is blue color? Your blue is Monday blue. You weren't paying attention to my speech. Blue color shows the number of members who sign up. Okay. So what happened here? What happened throughout this? And what happened in the last 5 days of promotion? So the first few days we were doing posters, we were sharing in social medias.
Hello?
If you want to make a phone call, I would suggest you to make a phone call outside. This is a manner that you want to learn. Please free yourself. Free yourself from suffering. Free yourself in your suffering. You're living in a matrix. The world is not real. So what happened during the first few days? Members were supportive. You see all the blue color, right? But that's not enough. I don't see red color. I want to see guests signing up. I don't want just members. And there are not enough members.
What's wrong with the table? Why did you hit the table? So pretty the table. He's crying now.
Sorry.
Explain a bit. This facilitator's master is so cruel. He's hurting the innocent just for the sake of himself. How can we sit here and new members joining in to be part of this organization? Having you as the president. Dude! Ming, dude!
I would like to hear what you would do when you were presented with this. So the point I want to show you is we start doing physical promotions and look at the number of guests they've gotten. I think my Zoom master should be doing a great job. It's not Zoom master's fault. I would suggest, yeah, thank you so much. So the point is, that's not the point. The point is, doing promotion in social media, it's in the COVID era. Okay? We don't do stuff that we do in COVID era. Now we are back to physicals. We have to start doing pre-COVID thing. Promotion physically. I'm sure all of you who have done events, have any one of you done any events or activities? I've done, yes. What's the activity that you have done?
Sleeping.
That's not an event for
It's
students.
very important for our personal health and mental health.
All right, but now I'm now
Everyone.
talking about the events, right? The events for students. Yes, workshop. So two important points we have to remember. First, speaking of PESI, I have to learn how to give clear instructions. Second thing,
why you use black color? You are racist, is it? You are talking about the black lives doesn't matter, is it?
Thank you for being so attentive. I will explain everything. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
To address your questions, black is one of the best color in a presentation to create attention.
Presentation, not presentation. Oh, presentation, correct.
This is a tip for you. I challenge you to have this kind of black background and white
So
color.
you're racist, is it? Why don't you choose black? Something like that.
Don't be sentimental. I'm just talking about colors, right? I'm wearing black. What's wrong with that? Second important thing is to have food. We're living in COVID era where we don't have food. Moving on to the physical, if there is no food, people wouldn't come. Final, third thing is in terms of innovation. We have 10 days of promotions. Switching from the online to the physical, I have no more time. Let me just finish this. Bear with me for 1 minute.
Mika, I love you. Why you want to reject me? Why you want to reject me? You told me you love me. You would accept any other woman. But why you reject me in the first place? What is the meaning of forever? Explain to me, Mika. Explain to me this third time.
I will suggest our personal issue we settle outside. last but not least, this is a summary that I want to show you. Small team can do great things, but more support is needed, especially in promotion. Finally, let's be creative, guys. We are students in the best university. Don't be scared of speaking in front of others with difficult audience. Don't be scared of printing flyers and spend money on promotion. It's very much crucial. So that's the message I would like to give you. Doing an event in is not a COVID era anymore. We are living in the age that it's time to step out. It's time to do something better than we have done during all the COVID era. Thank you so much. I have a hard time presenting this. Anyway, thank you. And I will leave my summary with a quote. Do not underestimate yourself. You can do more if you push yourself harder. Thank you so much. Back to the Toastmaster.
Your suggestion should maybe increase to 10 ringgit. And this can make a short commute. Well done, well done. Thank you. Your turn now. That's hi, thank you so much for Ming Kang for making a very interesting speech from the start to finish, including the process he has been through as a committee member of this pitching workshop. Kudos to Ming Kang and his team for making this possible. I hope all the members here and in extension the fellow guests in and other and beyond also learn a lot from table 2. Now we are going to the next session, which is the evaluation session. Vote. Okay, now I'd like to call upon the vote. So we will have Yijing, is everything ready? The voting ballot should be out soon. Is it the same one? sli.do/umtmc. So it is sli.do/umtmc. So you should be given 3 options, which are Nicholas, Zhi Jun, and Ming Kang. So vote for the best speaker. Thank you so much.
We have time like this.
I had to vote off.
Zhi Jun, I want to ask just now who clapped the hardest?
Secret.
Okay, later I pass you money. And then Zoom, who's the Zoom master?
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't know give you movie already. You mute me. No movie for you.
Don't worry, I think I sponsor some. Is everything okay, Zhi Jun? We have a tie. So who will be our tiebreaker?
Do the voting between the tie.
Okay, Zhi Jun will be our tiebreaker for today. No, yes.
No, do the voting between the tie.
It's okay.
If there's still a tie, right, relaunch the poll between the 2 tie people.
Yeah. So while the votes are being tallied, so I'd like to start the next session, which is the most important session in every Toastmasters meeting. What's the name of the session? Evaluation session. Woo! Yes, that is the time where speakers such as project speakers and table topic speakers alike, and likewise all the role players are given a chance to listen to their feedback and that will improve us in our future undertaking, be it meetings or anywhere around, anywhere in our part of the daily life. Okay, so first I'd like to call upon our table topics evaluator, who is Wai Jun. Wai Jun, is everything okay for you?
Yes. Am I audible?
Great. Yes, you are audible, all right. So, Wai Jun, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much to our Toastmaster of the evening, Ming. Hello everyone, I am Wai Jun. I'm your table topics evaluator. Just to say, have been enjoying a lot on the table topics session. You guys did a really amazing job giving these impromptu speeches. Now, without further ado, I shall begin with my evaluation with our very first speaker was none other than Toastmaster Nicholas. His topic was TSC. Honestly, I don't know what this topic is supposed to be, but I really like that Nicholas has a good job using his hand gestures to do his storytelling. So when he was talking about how Ming was asking him to, I don't remember what was the exact story, but he said like what TSC was supposed to put inside container, then there's like water, and then how he messes up. Then there's this hand gestures that he shows us as he was moving things, as he was narrating. So I think how he utilized his hand gestures throughout his speech really shows the dimensions and that dynamic that he was trying to give us. It really visualize the situation that he was facing. What I would suggest Nicholas to do is add a little bit of drama to how you are giving your story. Because as someone who did not attend the workshop, I don't know exactly what happened, and I don't know if you're making up the story, but I think I would enjoy your speech a little tad more better if you be more dramatic. For example, then we pour the taxi into the container. Oh no, we messed up. We were panicking. What should we do? Something like that. So in your speech, you were like, we were panicking. I couldn't feel much of what was happening during the situation. And nonetheless, I really like how you pull off such a weird topic. Good job to you. Moving on, our second speaker was Xue. Her topic was best sci-fi movie. So I like the fact that Xue, even though you know that you don't enjoy sci-fi movie, right? And you probably were blanked out when you get this topic. I like the fact that you give us a preemptive notice that, no, I don't really enjoy and watch a lot of sci-fi movie, but I'll try my best to give you all a version of what I've watched in the past. So this kind of preemptive notice, right? It let us know that, oh, this is what we would be expecting. And usually when you give a speech, is what you want to do in your introduction. So if you don't do that, and you just kind of like blow your way to give a sci-fi movie, then people will find it very dull and very weird. So I like the fact that you give us that kind of preemptive notice. What I would suggest you to do is, as you are telling us how that sci-fi movie was memorable to you, perhaps you could let us know why did it leave a mark in your memory, or did you learn any moral value? Why was it so memorable to you? So that will make the audience relate to why you picked that, and it makes that story much more meaningful. Moving on, we have a very passionate speaker who is Toastmaster Terry, and his topic was, what is your vision for Malaysia in 2016? So seeing Terry is a speaker in the physical setting, I really like how he addressed everyone using his eye contact so well as he was standing to the left and right as he was speaking. It really goes to show that I think Terry is a really natural speaker. And I like how you were so passionate as you were speaking. Your volume was really clear and there was a lot of energy as you speak. Really, you have that potential to become the really next president kind of thing, you know. And one thing I would suggest would be try to maintain coherence in your speech, because at the beginning you mentioned about how Malaysia is somewhat a shit country and we have good food, and then all of a sudden you talk about AI and how AI will take over in 2060 or something like that. I felt that at the beginning it doesn't really contribute anything. There's no establishment of purpose there. We just want to talk shit about Malaysia. Not that I disagree, but I don't see the point in it being there as part of your speech. Now, but nonetheless, I really like your entire speech. It was really captivating. Now, lastly, we have Toastmaster Joshua. If Terminator are real. What I really liked about Joshua's speech was how he came up with such a clear structure, even in table topics itself. At the beginning, he gave us an introduction about how we are doomed, but you could still have fun, using machine guns against machines. And he gave us a sneak peek of how Terminators might not be bad. And then he moved on to 3 points, what he would do. And he summed up a really short summary, like overall, I think that's what we will do, blah, 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 blah. And what I would suggest Joshua to do would be being aware the setting that you are in and utilize how much space so that you could convey more of your message. For example, knowing that you are in a Zoom meeting, right? This was you. I could barely see any part of your body. I only see your face. The camera was very zoomed in. And I'm not sure how much you were showing us with your body movement, your hand gestures. So these are very imperative when you are delivering a speech because it really will add spices. So one suggestion would be position yourself better. This is only for online speakers so that you don't get limited to only your face and your facial expression. Overall, I really enjoyed all of your speeches and I would like to really congratulate all of you for having the courage to volunteer in table topics. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Wai Jun, for giving a thoughtful and well-structured evaluation for table topic speaker. I almost forgot to bring a call upon our general evaluator, Suwan. Suwan, is everything okay from your end?
Is everything okay from your end?
Yes, indeed. Sorry about that. I was quite excited to
okay, understand. All right.
So sorry about that. Suwan, the
Yep.
floor is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen. According to the agenda, me as the general evaluator, I should be running the evaluation sessions. And my name is Suwan from Elite Toastmaster Club, currently the area director for J4. Thank you, Ming, for calling up. And I would like to applaud Ming, ladies and gentlemen. He has been constantly bugging me since January on taking up the GE role, and I'm so sorry I have to postpone to today that I'm only able to come to the Toastmaster Club to be your GE of the day. And it's my honor as well talking to all the future leaders from TMC and as well as one guest from TAR, UC as well, Wai Jun. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, let me remind everyone again on our core values, right? Anyone remember our core values as Toastmaster? Excellence, service, integrity, and respect. So be reminded of respect. If anyone cut me off during my evaluation session, Zoom Master, be ready to escort that person out physically or even in the Zoom. Zoom Master?
Okay.
Thank you for that. And ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on our evaluation sessions. And thank you, Wai Jun, for that table topic evaluations. I'll be providing all my evaluations to all the evaluators at the end of my generation report. And next, let's welcome our first evaluations on evaluating our first speaker, which is Ikhtifar will be evaluating our first speaker, Nicholas. Over to you, Ikhtifar.
Hi everyone, I hope you have a nice night tonight. Before I start my evaluation, I'd like to remind the Zoom Master to help me to handle any disruptions in the physical room and also online. So if there's anyone disrupting me, please escort them away. Hi Nicholas. Earlier in the week, I already asked you that if you wanted to be evaluated for vocal variety or body language. And remember that you were saying that you would like to be evaluated by your vocal variety. So I will divide my feedback into two zones, which is the comfort zone and also the stretch zone. One, the comfort zone. You were very comfortable in your body language, actually. You are less comfortable with your vocal variety. You have shown us how to do push-ups, jacking, and also jumping jacks. And I see that you really engage us with your gestures. Zone 2, which is stretch. Your tone were a bit monotonous. There were times that in your speech that you can stress your words. Like for example, guess what I did last week? I went to Bukit Gasing and I climbed that hideous heavenly stairs and I succeeded. So there's some of the examples that you can do to make your vocal variety better. Stretch zone number 2 is your eyes. I see that your eyes, right? You make contact with people who are familiar to you. I think you're much familiar with Kenneth and Ming, which was on your right, and you tend to leave us alone, which is the audience, the Zoom audience. So I don't see much of your eye contact with the Zoom audience and also to the audience on your left. So I hope that this might be something that might improve in the future. Stretch zone number 3. You would like to keep your speech short and sweet, which is good actually. I like speeches that are short and sweet. What I would like to recommend is to make it a bit longer so that the message or the theme of the speech is delivered well. All in all, I know that there's a lot of stretch zones that were given, but I'm sure that you will shine in the future with the guidance of Ming Kang, and I do hope to see you in area contest one day. That's it for me. Back to you, Suwan.
Thank you, our first evaluator, Ikhtifar, and let's move on to the next evaluator. Our second evaluator will be Salah, will be evaluating our second speaker, Zhi Jun. Over to you, Salah.
Am I audible now?
Yep, good.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Wow, Zhi Jun, your speech actually, attracted me to read this book. Before this, I was unaware of this book. Now, this has completely changed my mind and attracted me to read this book. Secondly, I noticed that I doubt actually that maybe she was some kind of relevant or some kind of friend of publisher or author maybe. That I think she was like, completely advertising the book, and maybe she wants to, increase the selling limits of this book. So overall, let's congratulate the Zhi Jun as she has successfully overcome on her last 2 feedbacks, which were given by last evaluator. First was to not rush in the speech. And today I have noticed that she was not rushed in. She was calm, easy at the stage, and I easily understood all her speech. And second feedback in last speech was for her to improve the arguments of the speech based on statistics or personal life experiences. And today I noticed that she successfully she gave some personal life experiences and personal examples, especially the example of mathematics and other subjects. So that was exemplary. So she has successfully achieved all his purposes. But furthermore, I want to give some feedbacks on today's speech, as she was completely impactful on 3 stages. First was his introductory impression. She was she started actually I was completely doubtful that what she is gonna do. So she actually got attention of all, as she delayed the title actually. So that was exemplary from her. And secondly, in introduction, she also she did some kind of hand gestures. So that was also a funny and engaging to the audience. Second improvement, second best thing which I noticed was explaining all the notes, points, key points with her personal experience. And thirdly, she was good in audience engagement. Finally, I want to conclude my speech on suggesting her to improve or work on 2 key points. First is she should a bit more polish her conclusion, as she just at the end of the speech she just left the floor and without giving any kind of summary. It would be better if she gives some kind of summary about whole the speech. And secondly, she may work on delivering the speech orally without notes. It will be impactful and engaging to all the audience. Finally, overall, I think her arguments, her introduction, and audience engagement were satisfying, but she may work on polishing the conclusion and delivering the speech without notes. So that's all from me, Mr. General Evaluator. Now it is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, our second evaluator, Salah. on the evaluations to Zhi Jun. So let's move on to the next one. Our third evaluator, all the way from District 102, and also the past District Director, Srivinas, on evaluating Ming Kang on level 4 speech, managing difficult audience. Over to you, Srivinas.
Thank you, Mr. Gender Evaluator. This is for Toastmaster Ming Kang. The purpose of this thing was for you to handle the audience. And I believe that you did handle the audience. So I thought that was good that you were able to handle the audience. How do I know that? Number one, you didn't walk off from the room. You still stayed back till the end of the speech. That's a good sign. Second thing, you didn't break anything, blow anything, and throw any chairs or bottles and everything and flip the tables. That's a second good sign. Yeah, the watermelon doesn't count, so okay. And third thing is that you were trying different ways to handle different audience, because that's exactly supposed to be in this particular speech, different audience handled in a different way. Some worked, some didn't work. So my feedback will be what worked and what you could have done better. Okay. Starting with the opening part of it, it's very important when you have either online or offline to set up a stage or before even you start your presentation. In terms of when can people ask questions, either online and offline, and when will you respond to them and what kind of questions. So usually what I tell people is that you can ask questions anytime. I will choose to respond to it either there and then if it is important, or maybe later towards the end if it is beneficial, or maybe after my session where I realize that I need a longer discussion with you. So at least that one thing is there. You also give instructions to the Zoom master, especially in this case when we have people joining online. So you do give instructions right in the beginning that what way they should be raising. You should say, hey, Zoom master, mute everybody right in the beginning. They are not able to unmute themselves, but they can put their questions in the chat box. That kind of cuts off quite a number of people. Third thing on the audience, you're sitting on the floor, you can always tell them that, yes, they can ask them. You said, hey, very simple. Let's follow the protocol of raise your hand and I'll call your name and then you can answer. That is it. Okay, so when you do that, you kind of cut off that part of it. Now, this is where I felt things went out of the track. That this is for everybody else. Number one thing, we don't disrupt for first 2 minutes. Why? Start the speech first. Start. You warm up, I warm up kind of situation. So first 2 minutes, let the person do speech as if nothing, because you got 15 minutes, right? Or 7-minute speech. So first 2 minutes, we let the person build up the speech and all. And then there are 6 disruptors. And these disruptors have to take turns to disrupt. They all have to take turns, right? Why? Because if you don't take turns, then the speaker is not able to handle. And the third thing is, once the disruptor has been handled efficiently, we tell the disruptor, since he or you have been handled well by the speaker, give chance to other disruptors. So in that case, every minute, one disruptor comes in. Every minute, one. So they take turns. Otherwise, it's a chaos. Otherwise, it's a chaos where same disruptor is doing multiple things. Then becomes very chaos. Now, in real world is very different case. You have no idea, no control. But here to build the control, take turns, give it up. So everyone for next 6 months, they are there. And then you are able to manage the thing whereas. So overall, the objective is definitely not finishing this speech, but is more towards that if you are able to cool and calm and still manage to carry on the flow towards the end. So well done on that part of it. Back to you, Mr. Gender Evaluator.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Srivinas. And let's move on to our technical role, and I shall keep my comments for the evaluator later on. And let's welcome the first technical role, Grammarian. Grammarian, are you ready? Toastmaster Kenneth.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, so please present your Grammarian reports. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, I want to congratulate 4 speakers here, mainly Zhi Jun, Ming, Suwan, and Suwan and Terry, because they have utilized the word of the day, each for once. Let us give them a round of applause. Well done for this. Okay, the next section is the good selection of words, phrases, idioms, and rhetorical devices. They originate from mainly Terry, Ming, and Nicholas. From Terry, there's a phrase which is progressive yet astonishing vision. Use two adjectives in one. And the secondly, in the opinion, he used it with in my eyes. Ming, he said Toastmasters is espouse to do. Espouse is a verb that means it is adopted to do this. It is supported to do this. Next is from Nicholas. Instead, the comfort zone and the discomfort zone, he uses stretch zone. And when I search from the internet, stretch zone is meant by the zone between the comfort zone and the discomfort zone. Next is some pronunciation errors. Preceding, it is presiding. The Toastmasters of the evening, it is the Toastmasters of the evening. Price, okay? Statistics, because just now I think Kang mentioned this. Statistic, it is supposed to be statistics. Okay, next is the grammar errors. Speech clashes as much as possible. Because speech clashes is countable, so it is speech clashes as many as possible. Not get loose is not get lost. For faculty, it is faculty instead of faculty instead of fact. Okay, so other comments. I know shit is something very funny, especially in Generation Z, right? But in a formal context, it is an inappropriate term. Okay, and the next thing is a term where a lot of students mistaken it. University of Malaya. It is only University Malaya is accepted. Okay, they recently they rebranded the name already. So only University Malaya, PI, is accepted. There's no more the University of Malaya anymore. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Grammarians, and let's move on to the next technical role players. Our art counter, Julia, all the way from Shalom Toastmaster Club. Let's welcome Julia presenting art counter report. Over to you, Julia.
Here are my art counter report. For Toastmaster of the evening, Ming, you have 10 and you did repeat words, so, 1. For Nicholas, as a prepared speech, you have 4 For Ming Kang prepared speech, you have 1 Evaluation, Ikhtifar, you have 2 Salah, you have more than 10 and you like to say, a few times, and I catch about 5 times, you know. And next one, Koon as a timer, a 2 And again for table topic, Nicholas, 3 Zui, 1 4 Terry, 5 Joshua, 1 For Jane, Wai Jun, Zhi Jun, Srivinas, and all of these persons, none of crutches. Congratulations. And back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia, all the way from Shalom Toastmaster Club. Round of applause. And move on to our last technical role report, our timer. Timer, are you ready? Koon Yeat. Over to you, Koon Yeat.
Okay, sure. Wow. Okay. Okay. For today, the table topic first is Nicholas. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. And for sure CT is 1 minute 30 seconds too. For Terry, it's 1 minute and 56 seconds. And for Joshua, it's 1 minute 28 seconds. For the project speech, Nicholas is 5 minutes and 4 seconds. And Zhi Jun is 6 minutes 48 seconds. And Ming is 16 minutes 51 seconds, each over time 1 minute and 51 seconds. Okay, for the evaluations, Wai Jun is 5 minutes 56 seconds. Well, for the project speech evaluation, Ikhtifar is 1 minute 57 seconds. Salah is 3 minutes 22 seconds. And Srivinas is 3 minutes 36 seconds, each over time 6 seconds. And for the role players report, Kenneth is 2 minutes 59 seconds, is over time 29 seconds. And Juliet is 1 minute 27 seconds. And for me is 1 minute and 14 seconds.
Thank you, timer Koon Yeat, for that timer report. Speaking of time, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 9:52. For your information, I was passed over the evaluation sessions at 9:30, which is supposed to be 9:15. We are 15 minutes lag behind. To adjust back to the time, my overall evaluation, I will cap it by 10 p.m. I will pass the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day by 10 p.m. Is that okay? Good. Let's start off of my report of overall of today's meeting. For me, I like the tech on the stage. I like the audio quality in terms of hybrid setting. It was good, right? Everyone on the hybrid or on the Zoom would agree with me. And also I can listen to the atmosphere in the room. If you can hear my voice loud and clear, let's clap it out in the room. Can I hear your clap in the room? Thank you. Yeah. And that's one of the skill, guys. Don't ask people can hear audible or not. Just ask people to type in one if you can hear me. Give me a clap if you can hear me. Ta-da! Good. So let's go into the starting of the meeting. First, our ASAA. Jane, where are you, Jane? Jane, now Jane woke up to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, explaining all the rules, the do and the don't. Well, I like all the formality from the Jane itself. It's kick off with the serious tone. And what would I like to challenge Jane in terms or any essay in the future, you are setting the tone. So for me personally, I like to hear more warm voices coming from the ASAA, welcoming everyone on the Zoom, like for example, Salah, for example, Julia, all the way from other clubs, and also welcome those guests that are coming on the physical meeting as well. It's not easy, ladies and gentlemen, sitting in the campus after the class. And next, move on, Jane, is our presiding officer, Zhi Jun. Hi, Zhi Jun, where are you? Oh, now I see you, Zhi Jun. Now, Zhi Jun for me is someone that really cheerful and humorous. When she was on the stage, it's like I can feel that. I thought it's gonna be a very relaxing meeting. She introduced the word of the day in a humorous way, cheerful, energetic, and suddenly she changed her tone to very serious tone when introducing the guests. Now, for me, a little bit conflict. Are you being serious or are you being funny? Now, the thing that I would like to challenge Zhi Jun, there's two things over here. One is to balance the formality because you are the presiding officer of the meeting. So in terms of formality, it has to be there. And then inject some of your personality. For example, humor, cheerful, energetic, add in on. And that is my first recommendation. On the second recommendations, what is the theme of the day? Anyone can remind me again? I have forgotten. Yes, and it's your role, Zhi Jun, as a presiding officer to remind everyone on what's the theme of the day and why is the theme so? What do you mean by Terminator? And for someone that Gen Z might not seeing this movie before, or I'm not a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger before, I did not watch what is Terminator. Perhaps have to explain that a little bit more on your team, right? So that's all for our presiding officer today. Let's give a big round of applause. Yay. Thank you, Zhi Jun. Let's move on to the next one, which is Ming. Toastmaster of the day, or Toastmaster of the evening. Ming, are you ready? Ming, are you ready? Are you ready, Ming? That's what he repeat every time that the speaker, are you ready? Are you ready? Well, I really love your animated, being very energetic, and you actually throw a lot of questions and get engagement. I feel that you are really natural on the stage itself, and it is fun when you have someone that had that side of you hosting the whole meeting rather than really going on the formality. But however, in terms of the movement of the stage, I thought that some of unnecessary movement on the stage as well. And one of the big no-no when you're presenting on the stage, Ming, is to turn around and show your back.
Okay, thank you so much.
That is no-no. Or perhaps, Ming, are you okay to do a live demo? You can go on the stage right now because you have the screen on the back and you have the stage. And one of the challenges is you need to see the stage. At the same time, you need to face your audience. So my suggestion is you can stand. You can,
maybe next time you have to put a computer here, something like that.
No, it's okay. If you don't have the computer, you can stand at the edge of the projector screen. Just move to the little bit of your right. Just go to a little bit to your right. No, your standing position. Your standing position. Yeah, just move to a little bit to the right. To a little bit to the right more. More.
Right or your right? Yeah.
Anyone, just stand to the edge of the projector screen. At the edge of the projector screen. Yeah, move one more step. To the to out. Yeah.
Oh, my left here.
Whatever you see the projector edge, I want you to stand at the edge over there. Just go more. Go more. Yeah. Yes, standing at the edge. And then you can face the screen. And then face the audience at the same time so that we don't have to watch your back.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So for all the Toastmasters of the evening and the future, you can stand at the edge, watching the screen at the same time watch the audience so that you don't have to turn around and show us your back, right? That's no on the stage or even on the big stage. And in terms of the movement, the other things, because you move too much, understand the animated part of you remind of me as well. Be conscious, just be firm on the ground. Okay, unnecessary hand movement, don't do it. Just stay firm. Look at the audience, look at the screen, and just announcing everything, right? So that's my suggestion for you, Ming. And all in all, I love your animated, energetic, and looking forward for your next hosting. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Right, moving forward on our table topic master, Jefri. Jefri is online, right? I can see your color. I can see your LED light on your mouth. Well, when you start off the table topic sessions, you explain the timing rule. You even asking the timer to raise the hand. That show dedication. You want to make sure that everybody knows the timing light. And you give your thoughts after each and every speaker. And that's one of the beautiful things can do as a table topic master. And one of the things in terms of improvement, I am a little bit puzzled when you straight away name calling on the physical, on the Zoom. I was like, what happened? What is happening? This table topic master calling names instead of asking for volunteer. Again, like Srivinas' point of improvement just now, if you can hear, set the rules. Your rooms, your rules. Your sessions, your rules. So, for example, you can tell everyone, I have 4 slots. 2 will be pre-register, 2 will be volunteer And also the other point of improvement is, let's tell us what is TASI. Is this an inside joke? I'm sorry, I'm outsider. I don't understand all this. So perhaps just set the context, what is happening and the topic, so that I don't feel inclusive, right? But all in all, I love your dedications in terms of requesting hand, in terms of asking everyone to follow the rules, and that show dedications. Now, next, move on to our our table topic evaluator, Wai Jun. Wai Jun, all the way from TASI College. Right, Wai Jun, are you still here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Wai Jun. So in terms of table topic evaluations, I would like to applaud you. Whenever you give someone suggestion, you always couple it with how. Why is it so and how? For example, why you need more to be dramatic and how you can do it. And perhaps the point of improvement is just take note on timing. You spend 2 minutes evaluation on the 2 minutes table topics speeches. So perhaps just 1 minute or max 1.5 minutes, 1 point of strength and 1 point of improvement. That can cut down a little bit of time. And yep. And on the next one, maybe I will go into the evaluations. The first evaluator, Ikhtifar. Now, what I like about Ikhtifar evaluation, that he actually sum it up in 3 zones. Like first zone, what is it? Second zone, and what is it? And third zone, what it is. I like the structure, how you structure it. And each of the zone, you have the thing that you like and the point of improvement. Now, I would like to challenge Ikhtifar on being a evaluator. Is you can share what did you hear, what did you feel, and what do you like about the speech itself. Not necessarily just going into the point of improvement, but also how did it make you feel when the first speaker shared about getting out of the comfort zone. I mean, add a little bit of your persona into that speech as well. And also try to limit the contradict. For example, you like short and sweet, but you wanted to hear more. What do you mean? You like short and sweet and you want to hear more. So try to eliminate this contradict kind of the comment on the point of improvement, but rather having the contrast of it. It will make the evaluations better, right? Thanks for the first evaluator, Ikhtifar, and move on to the next evaluator, Salah. Salah all the way. Salah, you are not from this club, right? Which club you from? Are you from this club?
Yes, I'm from this club.
Oh, you're from this club. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What I like about your evaluation, Salah, is you actually highlight 5 things that Zhi Jun did well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 things that you like about Zhi Jun. But however, I doubt that Zhi Jun can remember all 5 things. So my challenge to you is, yes, you like to share, you to take a lot of good points, to notice. Perhaps sometimes quality is better than quantity. So how can you do so? Just learn from our table topic evaluation. You share the point and you share how Zhi Jun did well. You give some example, right? Just drill down to 1 point, which is a quality point, right? Then so that it can become more impactful rather than just a quantity of evaluation. Next, on our invited guest, Srivinas, all the way from, I'm not sure which club you're from, sir.
Matt and I lead.
Okay. And thank you for joining us and giving very insightful evaluations to Ming, Kang as well. For sure, all your comments are valid, which is set up the tone, set up the rules, and also to advise the interrupter how should they do and how should they not do. And my comment is not on your evaluation, but rather my comment is on Ming, Kang as well as the VPE of the club. Did you read the manual of the level 4? Did you read how disruptor should behave? Just a note for everyone, whoever gonna do this project in the future, please take note that disruptor, you are only allowed to disrupt 1 time throughout the speech. Yes, it's called managing difficult audience, not managing sabotage audience. So please read the manual carefully again before proceed on this level 4 high level of technical speech, right? Thank you. And move on to the grammarian. Now our grammarians, well, I really love the grammarian today. He started off with the good sting, the good selection of the words, and even the dedication. Search the internet, man. The pronunciation and whatnot. Good. My challenge for you, Grammarian, is to write it down. All these are valuable information and share it to the members, whether in the WhatsApp group or any platform that you guys do sharing. Right? Thanks for that, Grammarian. And next on our R counter, one of my favorite role players, R counter. And for Julia, all the way from Shah Alam, she listened very attentively, even count more than 10. To be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I stopped count more than 10 your filler words. Especially during the havoc session of Ming Kang speech, you even listen to all these filler words. Now, my challenge to Julia is perhaps you can start with the good news first, because being someone pointed your weakness is very intimidating. So perhaps start with good news. The good news, ladies and gentlemen, who doesn't have filler words? The good news, ladies and gentlemen, who has so much of improvement. So when you started with good news, people tend to connect with you more and only listens to your point of improvement. And lastly, I would like to give commendation to our timer, because timer, I can see that you are actually having the physical timing and as well as the paper, right, on the physical setup. So let's give the timer a big round of applause. Dedication, ladies and gentlemen, managing the time online as well as managing the time on the physical is not easy. It's not easy. Like, I would like to give you kudos, but timer, you can always start with the status of timer. Timer, you know your KPI of the day is to end on time, to make sure that everyone has the chance to speak, to make sure that no one actually cuts off anyone. So that is your KPI. You can always start off with what's the time now and how are we doing? Are we on time? Are we off time? What should we do next, right? That's all for the timer. And all in all, ladies and gentlemen, it's very fun joining today's meeting because your energy was higher than me. For those of you that attend physical, give yourself a big round of applause. Super energetic. Julia agrees with me. I mean, all these young chum, oh my God. All the Gen Z, oh my God. I have to raise my energy to match their energy, right? And I'm sorry, been delaying 2 months for these general evaluations, but I would like to come to for the physical setting again. But last, I want to remind on the core value again: excellence, service, respect, and integrity. I heard some words that shouldn't be said today. Please be mindful of our core value again, and please always be mindful of our mission. Can someone recite our club missions for me, please, President? That's your KPI, President.
Provide a safe platform for members.
No, wrong. To provide a supportive and positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skill, to have a greater self-confidence and personal growth. So, President or future incoming President, please recite these missions over and over again, and do remind everyone again why are we here, right? And last but not least, I saw Zhi Jun been playing with gavel. In my club, that is serious offense, Zhi Jun. Because gavel is a symbol of leadership, it's a symbol of integrity, symbol of excellence. So we only touch the gavel when start of the meeting and end of the meeting, but not holding it just to feel like we want to hold it. And that's just my club practice. I'm not sure your club practice, but again, it's a symbol of leadership. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to pass the stage back to Ming, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster evening. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd like to call upon the vote. Vote for the best evaluator. Am I audible at this distance? No, I'm speaking to the online audiences. Am I audible from this distance?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes,
good.
you are.
Brilliant. That's great. Thank you. Okay, without further ado, I'd like to call upon the vote for the best evaluator session. Yichin, is everything ready from your end? So again, still go back to the same link, is sli.do/UMTMC. It's the same link over again. If you have it in your browser, all you have to do is click refresh. You will be directed to the ballot paper.
Okay, done.
Okay, great. So without further ado, I like to, while everyone is busy voting, now I like to start the award ceremony for the first two categories. So slides please. Coming up. Wow, behind the scenes. Interesting. Yeah. Are you okay, Ming? Got the results? No. Yes. Key in already. Good. Thank you so much. So now we're going to the first category, which is table topic speaker. Who is the best table topic speaker? The next slide is. Now, surprise! Surprise! It should be Joshua, right? Joshua, yes. Joshua! Congratulations for being the best table topic speaker for today's meeting.
I need to
Need to screenshot. No need. Oh, okay.
I can get from
You can get it from recording. Okay. Now it's a new technology, online streaming setting. No need to take photo. It's all live streaming. Now the next category will be the best project speakers. So keep in mind that due to the tie of vote, there will be two winners for this. Two winners, yes, two winners. So the first winner will be for talking about
something.
Push up. I do on the table, okay. Okay, now Nicholas, come. Now I have this. Is this okay? Does this suffice?
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations, Nicholas. As for the second winner, the one who is on tie with Nicholas, Ming Kang, for managing to handle difficult or suboptimal such as us. Really respect him, man. He really can handle this.
Triple count, right?
Wait. 3, 2, 1.
All right. So speaking about Triple Crown, I, as a Vice President Education for this humble establishment, will be very happy to announce that Zhi Jun has completed level 1 of her presentation mastery. Ming Kang has completed level 4 of presentation mastery. Halfway. And he is poised to get the Triple Crown Award alongside Ikhtifar. Thank you so much for input. Thank you so much. Lastly, now we're going to the last category, which is the evaluation category. Best evaluator. So the best evaluator right now, it goes to the distinguished Toastmaster Srivinas. So you need to photo.
Yeah, we get a screenshot from recording.
Okay.
So you can just right. So 3, 2, 1, start. Okay.
Thank you so much.
That is... One more for Joshua. Sorry, Joshua forgot to smile. Joshua, 3, 2, 1, start. Okay.
That's good. Congratulations, distinguished Toastmaster Srivinas, for getting the best evaluator. It's not easy to evaluate a 15-minute speech, to be honest. I would do it. Now let's go forward to the general evaluation appreciation. So I'd like to call upon our general evaluator, Suwon, who is our area director for J4.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
Thanks for your Thanks for very comprehensive feedback. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Next. So as for other external role players, the certificates will be sent to you after this meeting. So don't worry about that. Yeah, I will prepare that for you guys. Now, that concludes the awards and appreciation section of this meeting. Now that comes to the end, towards the end of the meeting, I'd like to call on our presiding officer, Zhi Jun. Now, presentation mastery level 1. So please.
Before I call the meeting to the end, may I ask whether I have any announcement?
Meeting wise, time is running out, so it's all over to me.
So thank you everyone for joining. See you again on the next meeting. I think it's on next Thursday, 13 March with my star Total Club. Join me. See you again next Thursday, and I shall call this meeting adjourned.
Bye. Bye guys.
Bye bye.
Mingkang.
What's that?
Okay, bye.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I have to wrap up the